Thank you. Well, thank you very much. And I'm thrilled to be back in the great state of Iowa with so many proud, hard-working American patriots, which is what you are. It's an amazing state. What a place. Boy, do we have some victories here with the greatest. So, exactly 2 years ago this month, it was the people of Iowa who put us on a rocket ship back to the White House. That was a quick one after a rigged election. We had a rigged election. I said, "Do we do it again?" And I said, "I think we better do it again." Oh yeah, not too many people would have said that, but we did so well the second time. I said, "Well, we won twice. We got to do it a third time. Should we do it a fourth time?" 4. 4 victory. We got the right team over there. The right team over there. That would be easy for you. That wouldn't even be work. But you came out by the thousands on a cold and snowy winter evening. You remember that beautiful evening? And together we won the Iowa caucuses in a 30-point landslide. I'll never forget it. It was so freezing. You think it's cold now? That blew it away. Whatever happened to global warming, you know? It was the coldest night. I remember it was way below zero. And they say, "Sir, you don't have to come till 10 or 11 because a caucus takes longer." Then I got a call at let's say, the polls close at 7. "Sir, you've won." I said, "I won what?" They told me 10. They can't announce. They said, "You won by so much they just called it at 1 minute after 7. So we made the journey, and we made that journey through all the cars and everything else, and we made a speech. But what an evening that was. Then in November we won the state by a massive landslide in the election. And we then went on to win all swing states, all 7 of them. They said 7 swings. Well, he could win 4 of them. But we won 7. We won the Electoral College 312 to 226. We won the popular vote for the first time of any Republican in many decades by millions and millions of votes. And we won a category that's very important. We won 86% of all counties in America, 2,700 to 525. Other than that, we didn't do too well. So now we're back where it all started, to celebrate the greatest first year of any administration in American history. They say that even the radical left is saying, "Well, we did a lot of things." 12 months ago, Joe Biden handed us a mess. We inherited the legacy of record-high inflation, the highest inflation in the history of our country. They say the fake news. Oh, that's a lot of fake news. No, the fake news. The fake news, and it's 48 years. It's 48 years. I said that's okay too. Somehow that sounds even worse than when you say the history, right? 48 years. I accepted that. But I think it was in the history. A mass invasion of our border and our country was being laughed at all over the world. We were being laughed at. We were a joke. But not a joke anymore. But today, just after 1 year of President Trump, our economy is booming, incomes are rising, investment is soaring, inflation has been defeated, our border is closed, totally closed. And America is respected all over the world like they've never been respected. 1 year. I thought it would take us 2 years. I guess I'm following in the great path of John Deere. We got the chairman of John Deere here. Chairman and CEO. That's pretty good. I even signed a John Deere hat for him. He said, "I'm going to put this in the museum." I said, "That's good." Now, it's a great company. Great company. And you just said you're opening up 2 massive plants because of tariffs. You're opening up one in North Carolina, one someplace else. And you're expanding all over the place. You're doing a great job. I bought a lot of John Deere, sir. I bought a lot of John Deere. It's a great company. It's an honor to have you. Thank you very much. This has been the most dramatic one-year turnaround of any country in history in terms of the speed. I really thought it would take us 2 or 3 years to do what we're doing. You know, we're the #1 country anywhere in history for investment coming into the country. And it's amazing. And it's because of tariffs. And it's also because of the fact that we had such a tremendous November 5th. That November 5th brought spirit back to our country. It came back. You know, one thing I think which is so important is, if you remember a year and a half ago, we couldn't get people to enlist in the military. Any of them. Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, Space Force. I love Space Force, right? We couldn't get them. And even police departments. They couldn't get anybody with a uniform representing the country. You couldn't get them. And today, we have the single greatest recruitment numbers in the history of our military. The police forces are loaded. Law enforcement is loaded up. Everybody wants to be a policeman, a fireman. They want to be in the military, any branch. I mean, literally, a year and a half ago, nobody wanted to be in the military. Now everybody wants to be in the military. It's an amazing thing that's happened, an amazing turnaround. And all because we have a president who does something very simple. Puts America first.